Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got a few little topics to go through, so let's get straight into it. And we'll start off with the first one, and it's that Chelsea are looking to sign a Wonderkid that has come through La Masia, of course, Barcelona's academy. It says Chelsea make contact to sign La Liga Starlet with £427 million buyout clause. Now that is obviously the Spanish clubs. I think they have to put a release clause in any player's contract. It's in the sort of league rules, so 427 million is obviously not what Chelsea are going to pay. For any deal to be done, it would have to be negotiated with Barca. And it says that we have made contact, so it sounds like we've made an inquiry. It says Chelsea are understood to be interested in the Barcelona left-back Alejandro Balde. The young Spaniard is a product of La Masia and has made 7 appearances for the senior team in total, 2 in the Champions League. And then the report is saying that Chelsea are interested in Balde's profile. The left back is capable of operating as a left wing back as well as a left midfielder, which is key because obviously Thomas Tuchel likes fullbacks that can go forward. So he's perfect for a wing back, basically, is what that's saying. It says that we've gone as far as establishing contact with his agent to signal their interest. We've inquired about the teenager last summer as well, and even the year before. So this is a long-term interest that Chelsea have had in Alejandro. And, you know, that's generally a good sign. If we've been tracking this guy, he's only 18 now, I believe. So if we've been tracking him for the past 2 years or so, we've been watching him since he's about 16 and trying to see if a deal is possible. And we've now been in contact with his agent, is what this report is saying. It says he's been capped 5 times by Spain under-19s, and for his club career, he's apparently looking for more opportunities at a senior level this summer and wants to leave Barcelona if they're only going to use him as a fringe player. And the article goes on with some extras, basically saying, is he good enough for the Premier League? Yeah, probably not, but as a backup / product for the future, I'm sure he'd be a good opportunity for Chelsea to get on board. The only issue is obviously he's looking to play at a senior level this summer. I don't think Barcelona are going to offer that, so he is quite likely going to leave or go on loan. I'd take him on a loan for a year. If we're going to lose Marcos Alonso and he plays on that left side, obviously, he could replace him for a year until we can figure out who we really want on that left side. Of course, the other option is we bring him in and we rotate him with Ben Chilwell. Now, I think he'd be okay with that. It says he wants, more opportunities. Given that he only featured 7 times for Barcelona in all competitions last year, you'd think that Chelsea will offer more than that. You got your cup games, the early stages of that. I'm sure he'd be capable of playing in them. Of course, you got some, like if we secure our Champions League group stage, you can give him opportunities there. I think we'd give him more than 7. But is it going to be enough for him is the question. It sort of depends on how good he is. I'm not very aware of him. I haven't watched much of him. Obviously, he hasn't made many appearances at the top level, so it's hard to get data on him. Potentially going to be a good option. If Chelsea go in for him, obviously it won't be to replace Ben Chilwell. I mean, it'll be a backup. It'll be that sort of thing. So could be an interesting option for us going forward. And of course, he's only 18 years old, so we bring him in. He's going to last a long time. So an interesting one. Whether we'll do it or not, I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. It says we contacted the agent, so we'll see what the vibe is there, and then if we can even figure out a deal with Barcelona to get him. Then we have an article saying Chelsea eye Newcastle and Arsenal transfer battle for Maurizio Sarri favourite. As you can see further down in here, it is mentioning Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, and that is a player that I'm sure if you follow Chelsea news, it seems like every year we're linked with this guy, and this could just be more waffle. He might end up leaving. He might not. Who knows what's going to happen? Apparently, Lazio put a price tag of about 51.3 million, so let's call it 51 million for him. It says that Blues are now one of the clubs with an interest in the 27-year-old. No club so far has been willing to meet the asking price. However, Chelsea do have players that Lazio want, and that is Emerson and Loftus-Cheek. So should we give them Emerson and obviously some cash on top, because Emerson is not worth 51 million? We could see a deal here, and of course with a potential midfielder leaving this year, Milinkovic-Savic, if we take a look at some of his stats this year, obviously 27, so he's a senior player, I guess, at this point. Very tall, physical player, right-footed, valued at 72 million euros here. It says 37 appearances this season, obviously sticks more to this right-hand side, 11 goals, 11 assists, and then looking at some of his numbers, the passing numbers are pretty decent. Tackling, aerial duels, one is nearly 60%, that's solid. A little bit of, a hot streak at times, 4 yellows, 1 yellow to a red card, and then 1 red card. So a little bit of a hothead sometimes, but it's something that maybe we could use in that midfield, a bit of fight in the midfield. His strengths are his high pressing, his direct free kicks, and his aerial duels with no outstanding weaknesses, and of course can play central or attacking mid. So you guys, I'm sure, are very aware of him. He's a big player, plays in the national teams and such as well. Are Chelsea going to go and get him? I don't think we're going to pay 51 million. It's one of those players that seems to just get, tossed around in stories here and there, but a player that can score and assist those kind of numbers is actually something Chelsea could very much use in their midfield. We don't have enough goals in that area of the pitch, so he would be a good signing. Do I think Chelsea are going to go out and get him? Not for 51 million. I don't think we're going to sell Loftus-Cheek, so it would have to be Emerson included, obviously, if you wanted to go to Lazio. But there'll have to be money on top. Emerson's worth, what, like 15 million? Something like that, maybe, I guess. So there's going to have to be, a good chunk of change thrown on top of that as well. So I don't think Chelsea are going to go in too seriously on this one, but we'll see. Keep you up to date with anything that changes. Then here we have news coming through from Sky, and it says Arsenal optimistic again. A deal done for Jesus rated at 50 million. So it looks like Arsenal are probably going to be the one to get Jesus, pretty much because they can offer him a first team spot consistently. Chelsea are going to have other competition there. All he's got to compete with Arsenal is Eddie and Nketiah, so he's going to be fine. He'll start every game basically. Whereas here it's Kai Havertz, probably not going to be Lukaku at this point. And of course, Timo plays up front at times as well, so there's more competition here. But this is the real part of the article. It says Chelsea have shown interest, but their real target is Raheem Sterling. Now, I didn't realise, I would have thought out of the two that Gabriel Jesus would have been Chelsea's main target here. One, because about £50 million to get a Premier League proven striker that will score you 15 plus goals a year, I'd take that. Sterling, whilst I do think he's a good option, he's a good winger, I think I'm in the minority in thinking that he'd be a good signing for Chelsea. I wouldn't have thought he'd be our main target over Jesus, given that we're losing a striker. We don't realistically need more wingers. At the moment we've got Pulisic, Ziyech, Timo can play on the wing, Dembele coming in. These spots are getting filled up quite quickly. So strange to see that we're looking at a winger. That does make me think that there will be departures this year in Ziyech, Timo, Pulisic, some, all, maybe, I don't know. But some of them are definitely going to be going this year, and that's kind of shown given that this report is saying, and a few others I've seen around, Sterling is the main target, and I think that's going to cost a lot. I don't think City are going to let him go cheap, even though there's only a year left on that deal. But that is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on it, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a future video. We are a few subscribers away, literally less than 10 as I'm recording this, away from 10k, so I do just want to give a little preemptive thank you to everyone that's been watching, liking, commenting on the videos recently, showing your support. I really do appreciate it. 10k is a big milestone of mine, and it looks like we're about to hit it. Maybe even today as this video comes out, I don't know, maybe I've set myself up for failure there, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for everything. That will be the end of this video. Thank you, goodbye.